What is also on the on our roadmap very early next year is mobile app to conveniently stream your music NFTs, because I would not say stream, but download all the music, that you have a convenient app where you can on the go listen to it, because right now if you own music NFTs, you cannot listen to it in a very convenient way.
What is going on, ADA Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central. My name is Fareed. To my left is going to be
Florian,
yes. I apologize, and Alex here, representatives of the NEWM project, bringing music and artists to Cardano. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
Thank you so much for having us. We are doing great. Cardano Summit is a real blast so far. We participated in the Battle of the Builders and made the second place, which is great if you're succeeding. And I'm Florian from NEWM, co-founder and co-CEO. And next to me is Alex, our Chief Marketing Officer, though he can give you guys a deep dive about marketing and everything we are doing in regards of artists and artist acquisition. Do you want to introduce yourself also briefly?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Hi, I'm Alex, Marketing Squad. Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here. That's our second Cardano Summit. We were also in Lausanne in Switzerland last year. Always nice to connect with the community, see what's going on. You know, nice to be here.
Yeah, thank you guys for your time. I've had Ryan Jones on the channel before, and so he's kind of given us a little bit of the background and some of the technicals surrounding what NEWM is doing. But today I want to talk about something that I believe is in beta testing, and that's going to be the NEWM Studio. Do either one of you mind giving us just an update about the NEWM Studio and what you guys are doing right now in terms of onboarding people and what the general feedback has been surrounding that?
I'll take the first part of the question and pass on to Florian. So we've been testing with dozens of artists now on the testnet, getting regular feedbacks, cleaning up some bugs. We just announced today that early December we're going into a closed MAINNET launch. We'll add a few more artists there, others than the one that have been testing with us, and then open it up to the public.
I think I can't add anything to this. I think the timeline is straightforward, and I hope everyone will remember, because we are really artist-focusing solution first with what we are doing. In regards to onboarding artists, to be honest, we are one of two companies worldwide who have the easiest onboarding process in terms of bringing music on chain, because we are covering also the distribution towards Spotify and Apple Music. So let me briefly guide you through. You create a song, you're an artist, and you would love to distribute your music, you come to us. We do the same as all the other distribution services, so we have built this one-stop shop for artists. You just distribute your music, you upload it, we take it to Spotify, Apple Music, and so on. At the same moment, we are fractionalizing the music IP rights, so the streaming royalties in this case. And then you get a tokens in your wallet, and with these tokens you can claim all the royalties which we are collecting for you for this song from Spotify, from Apple Music, every now and then. And in the end, which means everyone, whoever holds these tokens, can claim it. So you as a musician suddenly are in this nice spot where you say, oh, I gift these to my audience, or sell these to my audience, and incentivize them to listen to the music, or to even marketing on that for my music. Because if you have more listeners, everyone wins. We create a really win-win situation for artists and fans.
Yeah, and that's what I really like about what NEWM is doing, right? Not only empowering the artists, but also allowing for the owners of the tokens to also benefit from all the plays that are being generated by the artists.
I'm a strong believer personally in win-win situation, because this let us grow all together. If you don't do this and milk only one part of your customers, I think you're doing something wrong. I think we are here to create a planet where we all can benefit from all together and grow together. And I really believe if to lift the tides, to lift all boats. Do you want to add something to this? No, awesome.
Cool. So one thing I do want to ask is, for anybody who hasn't already seen the studio, what features are included in the studio, and what are you potentially looking to add that may not already be there in the current beta?
Do you want to take this one, or shall I? Oh yeah, go for it.
All right. So Flo mentioned you can upload your music, obviously add all the metadata. You can add collaborators. That's super important. Maybe Flo was the singer and he gets 10%, and you played the bass and you get 1%. So that's all going to be saved. When royalties come in, they will be automatically distributed by those percentages. So uploading, minting, distribution to 100+ streaming platforms, managing your wallet, managing your royalties. Eventually, looking a little further out, we'll have ticketing. So artists can generate tickets for real-life events or virtual. And I'm pretty sure that there will be features coming that we don't even know of yet, just from requests and needs from future artists. So it will expand.
Let me briefly add to this one and also manage some expectation, because you also asked what's coming next. And Alex managed ticketing. Ticketing is really far out, so this is more a vision. So I think what's more interesting, and drop some alpha here, is important what's coming immediately after the NEWM Studio. Because the NEWM Studio is the distribution service, which is powered by blockchain in the background, though it solves the problems of what if a band splits up, for example, already solved, because we have the splits embedded in the tokens, and whoever holds the tokens claim the royalties. So for this case, it's covered. Splitting and collaborations is covered. But then there is another question you ask, what's coming next? And coming next is the marketplace, where fans can suddenly buy these stream tokens and buy into the journey of the artists. And then what is also on our roadmap very early next year is mobile app to conveniently stream your music NFTs, because I would not say stream, but download all the music, that you have a convenient app where you can on the go listen to it, because right now if you own music NFTs, you cannot listen to it in a very convenient way. And these two steps, and then ticketing coming down the road, or maybe even a label solution for the NEWM Studio. But this is more far out. And I just want to showcase that we are NEWM, and we are building a music ecosystem, which means we are adding all these things. But definitely our first challenge, our first feature or tool we are giving out is this distribution and music streaming royalty tokenization part at once. And we will really dive deep into it first and cover this vertical, and then add all the stuff on top of it.
One of the biggest things that stood out to me there that Alex mentioned was the ability for the musicians to be able to identify, who is getting what. And I think that kind of flexibility is huge, right? And what the platform reminds me of almost is kind of like NMK or NMaker, where you're able to jump in there, create a smart contract, figure out all the ins and outs, and manage all of that in-house utilizing the NEWM Studio. So one thing I want to pose to the both of you is going to be, what has just been like the biggest challenge in developing in just releasing this beta up until now?
We have to ask Andrew, our CTO, for this challenge. I don't see him right now around, and I think it would be a better question for our CPO, Tiziana, to discuss this topic. But I think I tried to do my best, and you jump in if you want to add something. The biggest hurdles, I would say, is really to cover these, I would sometimes say, ugly blockchain stuff, because it's not convenient, and you have to create a system where it's easy to use, simplify everything, and make it also scalable. Because we see some competition out there, and they don't have their own streaming, their own distribution service, which means how do you scale to distribute and mint thousands of songs per day? And with our system, it's totally optimized, though we are not running into this problem. And I think this was a really huge hurdle, because early last year we did on manual stuff to showcase that it's working, but to optimize everything takes time. And this is what we will release with the NEWM Studio, an optimized version.
Yeah, and I think generally speaking, as a blockchain even, right, we're still trying to figure out how to scale. There's so many things that Cardano was waiting for in terms of scaling. That doesn't surprise me that NEWM would also be, facing similar challenges when it comes to that. So I'll turn it over to Alex. Do you have anything that you maybe want to add in terms of hurdles, challenges that you guys have faced when it comes to just releasing the NEWM Studio or the beta?
Yeah, I think one challenge in Web3 in general, I would say, is always like the legal stuff. I think we're handling that very well. We have a whole legal team from different topics, specialists. I would say, we're 55 people now building NEWM, but not everyone is full-time. So that's another topic that you have to plan well when it comes to resources, we built the initial infrastructure now for 2 years while building in public. And, we did launch the record store, the first music collectibles marketplace on Cardano. And we have our stake pools running and so on. But we needed 2 years to build quality infrastructure.
Yeah, I think it's always best to take your time than to try to rush our product out just to say that we've got something out. And when you mentioned legal challenges, it kind of brought to my remembrance what Flo mentioned earlier about royalties potentially, of a band splitting up, and how does that become managed? Those are all things that maybe somebody like myself who is just listening to the music isn't necessarily thinking about. But if I'm an artist or if I'm a part of a band, those are things that you have to start to think about. And I would hope that NEWM would have some sort of framework or some sort of idea or just direction to be able to point me in as an artist to hopefully resolve those kinds of things amicably.
And just to quickly add to this, solved. That's my answer to it. Because it's how we approached it, our system is by fractionalizing the contract into, to be honest, 100 million pieces, so it's 100% plus 6 decimals, which are suddenly then fungible native tokens on the blockchain. No one can steal you easily. Let's say this. There is always a pointer towards this, towards the wallet who owns or who can claim the royalties. So whoever holds the wallet with the stream tokens in, that's it. It's trustless. And there is no smart contract where you can, let's say, draw the royalties from, because it's fungible tokens, though, which are in your wallet.
Right.
Though this is just a pointer, and you go and claim, is such a secure system. Keep just your seed phrase secure, and you're good to go for the next 100 years.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I think that's one of the biggest features that I love about Cardano, the fact that we own everything that's within our wallets.
This is why we are building on Cardano.
Wonderfully said. So as we get ready to land the plane here, Flo and Alex, I want to ask the both of you, is there anything that you guys want to share here with the Cardano community about NEWM, anything for us to look out for, anything that we may just not have touched on as a part of today's interview?
Basically, I just want to say thank you to the Cardano community. You've been supporting us from day one. You know, we had the stake pools as our main source of funding. Highly appreciated the support. We couldn't have done it without the Cardano community believing in us. We've tried to be as transparent and open-minded as possible there. So love our community. Thanks for the support.
I have one thing to add here, because he already mentioned the community, and we are at NEWM, we really believe in the community. And I think what a lot of people don't know about us, that we are a non-profit organization on top of it, and we only have a token. We don't have equity. We are not a company which has equity and a token. In our project, there is only a token. And I presented this during the Battle of the Builders, what kind of utility will come. And I encourage everyone to have a look. We might launch a white paper version 2 very soon to dive into this, because we believe in NEWM, we believe in our community, and we believe in our token. So watch out for this, because this will be eye-watering, I would say, what's coming there. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. And just to close you guys out, right, the Cardano community has been a huge proponent to myself as well. So I can completely agree with everything you guys have mentioned. Myself coming into this space about 2 years ago, being completely brand new, and to have so many people support me, and not just the community, but even projects like yourself giving me the time of day to chat here at the Cardano Summit taking place here in Dubai. So I want to thank the both of you guys. For the viewers, if you guys are watching this video, if you guys want to find out more about NEWM, I'll leave the official links to all their website, as well as their original white paper, and potentially their white paper V2. We'll be on the lookout for that down below in today's video description. If you guys have any questions for myself, Flo, or Alex, please make sure to leave them down below in the comment section. And on that note, we'll catch you guys all in the next video. Thank you guys again for your time.
Thank you so much for having us. Great chat to you.
Thanks a lot. Dapp Central. Thank you.